Hey new retro wavers, I'm Electrish and this is the show where you get to watch music videos and hear from great artists, like today's Immortal Girlfriend. This is NewRetroWave TV. So who are Immortal Girlfriend? Where are they from? What are they like? You'll find out later on. But first, let's hear from the guys from Immortal Girlfriend now.
Hey, we're Immortal Girlfriend.
And you're watching NewRetroWave TV.
Now let's watch a music film that is absolutely amazing and stayed with me after I saw it the first time for days. This is Immortal Girlfriend, Others.
I can feel all the weight and the time that you take. Empty fears into space. Said goodbyes, brighter days. Always thought it was you. After all we've been through. Now
You're watching NewRetroWave TV. If you enjoy the music you hear in this show, be sure to go and download the NewRetroWave music app for free at NRWradio.com. I'm happy to say I'll be interviewing Immortal Girlfriend right now. You two are a dynamic duo in the synthwave and retrowave genre, and your music has a distinct vibe that definitely stands out. So what is it that inspires you about this genre as artists?
Well, that's a good question. I would say ultimately nostalgia, like a sense of youth. Something about going back to youth, I feel like is just a bit of an escape, maybe from just the everyday mundaneness of, adult life. So for me, a lot of the tones in the genre, a lot of the, just instrumentation and the technology that was used then, I feel like is almost still futuristic even in 2022.
Well, I definitely hear that nostalgic sound to your music, but it has a futuristic vibe that I love. So it's a great combination of sound. So let me ask, as brothers, when did the two of you come together to form Immortal Girlfriend? And how long have the two of you been producing and composing music together?
We became a band in the summer of 2017. We had just moved into this recording studio, and we were both working these jobs, installing leather in cars, and one day we both got laid off, and we were like, hey, since we're leaving, let's just record some music. And Will wrote this EP, and I produced it, and we put it on the internet. And
just put it on SoundCloud. We've been composing and producing music together since maybe around 2008, I would say. Really early on, we wrote this really nerdy sci-fi song called Bio-Android Girl. In that song, we actually kind of had a lyric about this band name. I guess it was a really early precursor to it. But off of that one song, we were just heavily influenced by so many different genres of music at the time. But I think heavily at the moment we were feeling like Daft Punk and French house and just that kind of scene, and we started just experimenting on laptops. So that was all early before any idea of Immortal Girlfriend was out there yet.
Wow, how serendipitous that you two just decided to come together, make music, put it on SoundCloud, and here you are on NewRetroWave. That's awesome. I was absolutely blown away when I saw the music film that you guys released for the track Others. How did you come up with the concept for this video? And what is the message behind its striking visual scenes?
Oh, our video for Others, yeah. We were approached by this dynamic duo of a film crew, these two directors called Bash Film. So shouts out Ryan and Josh. These are just two local guys that were big fans of our music and wanted to do some visuals to accompany it. And yeah, we definitely wanted to go in a more cinematic direction with our videos and tell more stories and just explore more concepts beyond just just the lyrical content that's there. But you got anything?
I feel like it kind of touches on like our relationship with technology and how fast it's growing, and even in our lifetime, and but also just an immortal girlfriend hunting you down. It almost speaks to like relentless love, like being pursued. So I don't know, there's a lot of what's your take, community? What do you guys think?
Let us know in the comments on this video.
Well, my take from watching the music film is that society has this view of what perfection is and what love is and what we want, but really in reality there's so much destruction there, and it can turn to destruction very easily. So I think it's a very powerful visual video, and I think you guys just killed it with that track. Now, with such a cinematic feel to your music, one can only assume that you guys are definitely inspired by cinema. So what are some of the strongest, most inspiring moments in cinema for both of you?
I would say Bloodsport, actually. Not only the soundtrack, like, first of all, go watch that movie if you haven't seen it in a long time. Like, go watch Bloodsport. Just the soundtrack, just the first like 30 minutes of that film, the song, the vibe is heavy, so definitely go check that out. But just beyond the soundtrack, the moment where Frank Dux, Jean-Claude Van Damme's character, gets some powder thrown in his eye by his opponent, and he goes blind for a minute, and he can't see anything, and then he's like looking around, it's all blurry. Like the music at that part, but just also the feeling that he must have had. I remember being a kid and getting like soap in my eye, and I just remember that feeling. I'm like, but no, I feel like that was an inspiring moment in a weird way, because I think from an early age it kind of showed that you could persevere through whatever would happen. Like sometimes like life is gonna do that. It's not gonna be fair, or it's gonna kind of throw some dust in your eye, and you gotta kind of focus and find a way to overpower that and overcome it, So that's what I feel like for me would be an inspiring moment in cinema. What about you?
Terminator 2. Thumb going down the lava. That's burned into everybody's brain. You know what I mean?
So many tears. I felt that.
And also just all the terrifying visual effects and the things that still stand the test of time, even though they were like capped with technology at the time. It's another, goes back to our relationship with technology,
Yeah.
I guess.
Shoot, The Matrix. The Matrix would be another one. If we're talking about the technology and humanity thing, I feel like that's a interweaving thread that we've had. But I guess it finds itself even into the music itself of like the retrowave, synthwave scene. You have that combination of like man and machine, I guess, right? Like you have the human elements that we're adding to the music. Our tastes are the human elements, that's the soul. And the music itself is very mechanical. So maybe there's an overall tie. I guess that's how you get our video for others.
That may have very well been the best answer I've ever heard to a question I've asked. And I think you may have just accidentally cracked the code to synthwave. So as the undisputed Dark Knights of Synth, what future collabs or projects do you guys have coming up?
Yeah, what's next? That's a good question, and you'll have to stay tuned in order to find out the answer to it. We've done cooking shows, we've done sci-fi music videos. I don't know. I think you'll have to stay tuned. I think music is definitely a part of our future, but yeah, you're gonna have to stay tuned and check us out.
Thanks to you guys from Immortal Girlfriend for being on NewRetroWave TV with me. And we are excited to see what's next. Now let's watch the music video for Seeker by Immortal Girlfriend. Be sure to keep an eye out for our future shows, where I'll be interviewing artists like Deadlife, J Diggs, and the New Arcades. This is NewRetroWave TV, and I'm Electrish. See you next time.